Hello and welcome to Farming Simulator 17 and this Let's Play on the Bout Du Monde map. I'm Andy and I could clean my tractor. That's one way I could do it. Or I could sell it. So I'm gonna go and sell it. I know, slightly illogical and maybe a little bit over the top, but I found a mod. Actually it's an old mod I used before, but it's been updated to the final version. It's John Deere 8530, or actually it's like 80 different versions depending on which engine size you choose, but I'm going to choose the 8530, which is the maximum. It's 350 horsepower, slightly more than this, not a lot, but slightly more. It comes with a bunch of different modifications you can do with different tires and that sort of stuff, front weights and all those things, and it will bring us a little bit of money because this will get more in return by selling this than the JD will cost. So that's why I'm gonna do it. Also, this is this mod is version 4. The link is in the description as always. This is version 4, so it's the final release. So I really wanted to try that. I've tried it on another map, not a let's play, but I tried it out a little bit and it looks pretty cool. So I wanted to try that. It's basically the same tractor I'm using on the Hofbergman map, except that's an earlier version of the mod. So I probably will upgrade that version there until the latest version, which is 4.0 as I said. So, and why do I do that? Well, just want to try it out, basically. And I just came up with one thing I wish they do implement in FS19 is the ability to sort of preview the tractor, because it's not very easy to always understand what all the names imply that they are. For instance, on this mod I'm going to buy, there's a ton of different tire selections, but there's no real way of knowing. No. I have to prepare it first. So, yes. Okay, so 358,000, we could actually repay these. We only have like 15,000 left, so it's not a huge amount. We'll do it the real way. So we're gonna buy here a JD 8030 series final. So we want to buy, there's a basic version, weight standard, which is like the John Deere weights. This is an optional front weight, this is solid weight, and then we have front hydraulics. But we're gonna go with front hydraulics. We're gonna go with 8530, which is the biggest, 350 horsepower. So it goes from 235 to 350. Not sure. I think we'll go, I don't know, big weight, Michelin big tires weight. I don't know what RDA is actually. Road maybe. Road? Drive? Accessory? No? I don't know. Actually I'm gonna go Google that. Tires RDA. Tires RDA. Google. Sorry. Tires RDA, commercial tire, retreads. Okay. Goodyear rethreading. Oh, okay, that's interesting. There's a difference in price. Big tires, big weight, RDA plus RDA. We'll try Michelin and weight, because maybe we'll get more traction with big tires. Or not, we'll see. Then we have an option of GPS Starfire 3000 warning signs. Full options, we say both of those, or no options, we'll go with the Starfire. We can beacon light, 2 beacons light, working lights back, horn trumpet, top lights on all configurations. So I think we'll go with top lights. I think you get everything except the horns. So buy that. So 82,400 is not, that's pretty okay. It's not this way by default. It's slightly more. And the reason why it's this money now is because I modded it, of course, to be like a really used 8530. So that's why it's like that. So let's take a look at this. So you see slightly wider tires there, wheel weights, Starfire on top. If you walk up to it, you can open it and close the door with R. Close it like this. We're gonna leave it open. You can remove this. I think you should be able to remove this, but I don't really know how, because oh, there it was. So you can remove that. Turn on the Starfire. This is license plate. You can open the bonnet here, and that's kind of cool actually. It looks like a cool, and if we start it up, we'll see. See, no. Now it's starting. So you can see the fan is turning there. I can't get over there. Fan is turning there, and then it's running. So I'm not sure if that's possible to have it going in real life. You can fold the steering wheel. You can actually turn on and off the lights here if you wanted to. Here you can have the horse, the Pöttinger, which is good because you actually have a Pöttinger. You have Venus, that's the slurry spreader, the Crony, which you have, and Amatron. So we have one of these and one of these. The Pöttinger, yeah, and Crony, yeah. Exactly. No, actually, in New Holland also. Well, we might get it Crony eventually. You can open the window here, which is kind of cool. Here you can, let's see, you can turn on the wiper. 1 to 2. If we go outside, you can see now the front hydraulics arms are down there, up there, so we can do this, and we'll open it. So, lights, pretty cool, set in 3 times. I don't know, I like this. Oh, it's okay, I guess. The top thing there, maybe I should just stop with beacons. Ah well. So fairly good lights. Pretty cool tractor. I like this tractor. Let's see if I miss something. Yeah, you can fold the seat there. Don't know if you can actually get someone sitting there. I don't think so. And you can fold that if you wanted to. I think that's about it. Yeah. So pretty good IC control, if you ask me. So, and slightly more horsepower wise, more horsepower than the DeltaBravo we traded in, but actually maybe we should get the Bale. Or we should go get the other Bale, because I'm thinking about getting one of these balers from the pack. Where is it? So we have this one, which is okay. We could go with one of the Coons, but we could also go with one of the Cronus. This is the square one, I think. Yeah, square one, and this is the round one. These are some of the mods that were well, they were in the recommended part that you could buy. It's kind of cool. You could buy a used one within quotation one. So this one is kind of cheap. This is more expensive. This needs 258. That's no problem. But this is kind of cool. They're both cool, but I don't know how much money we have to spend. 160 now. If we sell that, we'll get probably like 80 maybe. One is 2 something. I think we should get a round one. We'll get a round baler. That's good. So top speed 50. Fairly decent traction actually. Better than the DeltaBravo it seems. Maybe it's because new, it has nice new tires and wide ones too. The DeltaBravo was slightly faster, but that shouldn't be that shouldn't affect it that much. You see, go over here. We can sell some things. We are now at day 8, so late spring, day 8, and I don't know if this is heavier or something, or why it's actually working out better, but it is. Just hook this up to our front weight here. Oh, it moves. It's kind of cool. The arm actually moves. So if I switch here, no, it doesn't move. I thought if I cruise control it would stick somewhere. No, sorry, I'm way off. No problem. So where did I put the square baler? Where did I put it? Great, I lost the baler. Where did I put the baler? Seriously, where did I put the baler? I'm sorry, I can't remember where I put it. Baler, where are you? There it is. Somewhere here. There. Oh yeah, sorry. It's there. Sorry. I suddenly remember where I put it. It's like, well, yeah, of course I put it there. Silly me. So I don't know if this is logical to buy a exchange a baler that works for another baler, so we can have that it matches that little device there. Watch out, little dog. So it looks kind of good actually. I like this. So this last version 4 is really good. I just must say that. That's my impression of it. I haven't played it a lot, like what's it, 6 minutes or something, but still I really like this. This is a really good baler. Sorry, tractor. Mod is the word I'm looking for. So 160 we could go and buy, I think we're gonna go and buy the Krone round baler, because that won't break the bank, and breaks though. I like that animation there actually. I like the engine hood, you can see through it, you can open it. This makes seem like a real farmer. So, and it's powerful enough to do a lot of chores around the farm without any problems. Or at least I think so. Shouldn't be any problems mowing and that sort of stuff, and we'll keep the Steiger to do all the heavy grunt work. Let's go over here. Well, so if we're gonna do that, should we do this realistically? Could we like open the door? Sell that, 78. So it was slightly less than I thought we would get for it. Oh, sorry, barging in there. Then we're gonna go with our round baler here. Manually, yes. So we need to buy some, not placeable, sorry, pallets, and these are the net pallets. These go, so we'll buy me 2 of those. So here they are. They're not like the add-on. I don't think so. Obviously. So you basically back this up and then refill them when you're close to it. This is a pretty sweet baler too. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this. The Krone Comprima V180 XC. Cool. If I had a manual attachment mod, I would have to get out to do this, but I don't, so it's not a problem. Should get that from this attachment which you can stick in the front there, tractor, where you could so basically put a pallet on it. Or actually at least closer, like so, maybe. Oh, how do you do that? Turn on Bale, set lower, pick up hide. Open set. Refill set, okay, and then refill. And then you can, I guess, send it close it again. Okay, that's kind of cool. Oh, I have to check that out. So there are bales in there. You can do 167 bales, so we won't have to refill it in quite some time. We're gonna take the front loader to get back and get those other ones there. So now we have a round baler instead of a square baler, but everything is crony, so we're sort of actually matching the stuff we have on the tractor. I know, seems a little silly, but it's kind of realistic. I mean, that's a really cool thing. You have Pöttinger and a crony there, and you have that sort of equipment on the farm, so I think that's pretty cool, actually. If we wanted to, we could get it if we had a horse. We don't have bad start, but fortunately, but yeah, we got a horse, we can put it there. Horse seeder and a horse cultivator. Cultivator probably is not governed by a little box there. It's hydraulics, but the seeder is probably, you need a little box for that. Cool. I tried this baler just a few hours ago on a trial map I have, and that worked out pretty cool. It's pretty fast. You think that it might be slow, but it empties, it loads pretty fast and it empties pretty fast, so that's not a problem at all. So, in case you're wondering. Hello, doggy. So where to put? We'll put this where the other one was. I do like the Hagenstadt stuff too, so I don't want to change that maybe. Oh, that's the problem with this. I think that's pretty well, yeah, that's it. We could go see if we're gonna feed them a little bit too. But first we're gonna go get the pallets. Or we could hook this up to our mixer wagon for now. Oh, sorry, that was bad. As always. I wonder if people are this bad at driving tractor. Probably it's just me. So this is our lovely little tractor there. Cool. 8530. And we're gonna go and get this. We need some pallets. Where is that? I think it's over here somewhere. There it is. Our pallet fork. So let's go over to the shop. So just a shout out to David. Thank you for all the feedback. Hope by now you probably got it working. I know when I'm recording this Saturday, and I know you have a lot of problems with the map currently. So, but I hope I sort of you figured it out yourself, or I managed to help you, well, or not, because I'll keep busy driving into stuff. So David, shout out to David Lee. I think you pronounce it Lee, right? How do you pronounce it? Is that correct or wrong? You can't do payback. Don't know what that is. Payback. Green earth. Something. Green. I don't know. My French isn't very good. Even though I studied French for like 5 years in middle school and secondary school, so. But secondary, primary school? I can't remember. I did study French at least, but that didn't leave a big permanent mark there. Good thing it's not that far of a drive. It's not like County Line where you have to drive forever and ever to get to the store. Let's see. We're gonna have a birthday party for my kids tomorrow, so I've been cleaning a little bit on the house, which is so boring. I hope they'll be happy. Hopefully they will be happy. One pallet of bales. Bale netting, sorry. Bale netting, bales. Why is it bale for? Bales. Bale netting. I usually use the JCB on maps. So, whoa. So having using sorry. I do say sorry a lot because I keep driving like an klutz. Anyway, I rarely use the lever. Actually, I never used the lever on any maps. This is the first map I think I used the lever. I pretty much only use the JCB, the more powerful one. Not because I don't like the lever, it's just that usually it's not that big of a difference in price, and usually you can afford that price difference without any problem actually. And it's more powerful, better in pretty much any way. So I usually don't use the lever. But now on this map we're using the lever just because we had it from the beginning. We could upgrade it to the JCB, but I don't really know why. I have no idea why we do that. So we're gonna stick with this. Lovely late spring weather. Actually, you do get the sense from how everything looks that it is actually spring. A lot like spring actually. There was a field there with grass we could mow, maybe. It doesn't say a number on it, so maybe it's like anyone can use it. Curious how the field will turn out with alfalfa. How to harvest that. So that's exciting. Let's see, let me put this over here somewhere. Put that over here. And we have one more. That's a nice, sweet looking tractor we have over there. What else? Next episode, I need to fast forward to play a little bit so we can get into doing other stuff. But let's see. See there. Even I said a few minutes ago, I said it's not a long way. It's really good, but when you have to drive it a few times, it's really boring road. This, even though it isn't really. To be honest, it's not very boring. It's very nice. It's a cool road. It's very spring-like at this season, and I mean, this is nice. This could be like a Swedish scenery, easily, without any problem. So I shouldn't complain. That's what I'm saying. I shouldn't complain. Stop complaining, Andy. Basically. So I'm gonna return this, and then I'm gonna stop recording this episode. Then I'm gonna be like done for today, I think. With recording, at least. Maybe I'll probably play a little bit on my own. Well, I'll study, because I need to study a little bit. So, like so. Good. Good thing it stays on there. Sometimes with some pallets and that, they tend to swing around a little bit and tend to lose them quite easily. Just turning, it's like it goes spinning off into the distance. Oh. But this works, it stays on. That's good. I'm curious, there's some parts of this map I haven't explored. Should I go exploring, maybe? I could go exploring a little bit, right? Don't know if you'll find it interesting, but I'm going to do that. So there's a road up here on the left, which I saw, which I haven't looked at, so thinking we're going to go there. So we'll go up here. There's a field there, but that's not what I'm interested in. I think, well, this leads up to the grass field we saw before, somewhere. Oh, that's a steep hill. Well, it is a steep hill, so. It's 14 kilometers per hour. I thought it was a power thing, this wheel loader, but I guess it isn't. Okay, so what do you have here? Oh no. Exploring, exploration, forestry, bioindustry, something. Don't know what that is. Off, yeah. Don't know what it is. We'll go see here. You off here, yeah?
Han är så fett jobb. Eller han såg så fett cool.
Ja, men det får man säga.
Får man säga fett?
Ja, fett är väl inget fult ord. So, okay, so probably wood chips. Yes, wood chips and lumber and stuff here. Okay. Is this a done? No, this is actually a bit too heavy. It's not. Not ready. So here. Is that like a pallet maker? Oh, ooh. This is a factory, and there's some lumber there, and you can make. Oh, we have to bring it. Oh, sorry. We have to bring the wheel loader here. Sorry. I don't know. I haven't checked it out. Since we already have a wheel loader here, we might as well use it. So we could sell pallets, but we could also probably use pallets for other stuff, which I don't really know where. Oh. That was a pretty steep thing. Oh. I think you can drop up wood there, or lumber there. I think you put lumber, and then you take lumber. It's probably like a lot of other maps. It's nice to actually have some stuff produced already. I like maps where you don't start off with nothing. So that's 4,000 there. Wonder if this is done too, or if this is just sitting there looking good. Probably need to get some sort of forestry doing started some. Not a safe way of transporting 4,000 liters of lumber, but boardwood. So good, 8,000, and if we wanted to, we could get the pallets over here. So that's the pallets there. That's kind of cool. Don't know exactly what to do with the pallets though. Could we sell that somewhere? Well, there's a pallet over there. Okay, so pallets, we have some pallets ready. I think that probably needs to be filled up to 4,000 though. No. So cool, that's lumber here. That was not at all what I was looking for, but guess that's good. Let's go over here and see what else we can find on this map. It's nice to explore it by like, well, what are we, episode 8 or 9 or something? Now suddenly I'm like, oh, maybe I should explore the map. But that's probably one of my common problems, that I tend to be excited about stuff and I tend to get stuck on those things that I get excited about. I'm doing this, I'm taking a law currently as part of the education program I'm doing. And this course is law, and I tend to get stuck on stuff that I find interesting. So today I spent like 2 hours looking into the law and the bill and everything concerning taking children into custody. And it was specifically a group asylum seekers that don't have any parents or legal guardians, was specifically that group of children I was looking at. So there's a field there. Oh, don't hit the tree. Now we're up here. I think that the field with the nice field here too. So I think the field with the grass, you should be up here on the right. Somewhere. I think here it is, but I don't know how to get to it. Maybe it is here somewhere. So then if this is possible, we could just go. Whoa! No, I dropped it, and I was talking about not dropping things, and it's staying on and everything. Then I dropped it. Oh, I'm gonna pick it up on the way back. So here's the field, so we could go here and maybe I could mow this quite easily. It's quite a big field too. Could try out the new tractor on the next episode. Just need to get this back somehow, please. So as I said, I tend to get stuck on stuff, and I got really stuck on that and found a difference between well, in Sweden there's something called well, basically there's law first, and then there's the proposition whereby the government actually gives the power through the Congress or our parliament to instigate a law or approve the law, and those first is the law, and then you look at the proposition. Where I think it's left here, right? Yeah. To determine how to interpret the law, and then you can look at legal findings like from the Supreme Court and that sort of stuff. But basically There's also and the government can also do something called förordning, and if and then they can give the power to some government agencies to produce something called föreskrifter. So anyway, so I'm sorry about ranting about the law, Swedish law, but it's kind of interesting. So there's a föreskrift from the police, national police. Police is national in Swedish. Sweden, there's no local authorities, government, police, everything is state or state governmental on the governmental level. Anyway, so the police, they have this föreskrift which governs how they should obey the law, basically, in a more detailed way. But that's changed last in 2014, and the law changed in 2017, so there's a discrepancy there, especially when it comes to handling immigrants that don't have legal guardians. And it says very specifically in the law, in the proposition that for the change in law, how to think about that, and the föreskrift by the police doesn't affect that change. So that's interesting. Police should obey the law, and the föreskrift doesn't really point out the change that has happened in what way you should look at it. And the point is that in the law it says, or the proposition to law, it says that you shouldn't use force unless it's really necessary, and if it's really necessary you should use it at a lower level, and you should do other stuff before you use force. And it actually uses examples of what to use before using force, which the government agency föreskrift doesn't propose. So I found a discrepancy, and we're actually talking about this part of the course. We're talking about the Children's Convention of Human Rights. No, it's not called that probably in English, but the Convention on Children's Rights. Well, I don't know what it's called in English actually. Sorry. Okay, so that was me rambling about something, which probably most people find not very interesting, but I find it interesting. In case you haven't noticed. Okay, so we're gonna stop recording here, I think. And I want to thank you for, like 37 minutes. And I want to thank you for watching this. And apologize for rambling. So next episode we'll see what we'll do. Probably look at mowing that little hill up there. Maybe. Or something. Because that looks like an interesting job to do. Maybe could actually go and make some... We could actually turn it into hay. Or do hay pellets, or we could what else could we do? We could hay pellets, or we could go and turn into grass bales or hay bales. What we do? Maybe we'll do hay bales. We need hay bales. It's good food for our animals. We don't have a lot of hay bales over there, so maybe we should focus on hay bales. Well, that's it. I'm sorry, I kept on rambling. Anyway, thank you for watching. David, I hope it worked out for you by now. And well, that's pretty much it. So see you next time. I'm Andy. If you like this episode, if you like this channel, please subscribe. If you like this episode, please hit the like button, leave a comment or share, and I will see you soon. Have a great day, everyone. Take care. Bye bye.